62 competitors, that's too much. Just like Bob Barker says, that's too much. This is your men's classic physique division qualified bodybuilders list for the 2025 Mr. Olympia, and minus this bloke, Chris Bumstead. So we are going to crown a new Mr. Olympia champion. Chris Bumstead won the last 6, so it's been a while. It's been a while. Now, I don't have all 62 folks to show you guys, gals, but we will peruse this list, and I will make mention of 13 of these gentlemen, and after that I will give you my top 10 predictions. Now, competitor number 1 is absolutely worth mentioning. This is Michael Daboul. He placed 7th at last year's Olympia. So that was a pretty sweet spot to be in. He won the Dubai Pro, a huge competition to win for this division. So look for Michael Daboul to be in my top 10 prediction. Now let us peruse down on this list. And a lot of great bodybuilders here. Chris Bumstead, no, he's not going to be. Oh, competitor number 7 here, which is number 2 on my list. Another Mike Sommerfeld. So there's a good chance that your Olympia champion will be Mike. Has there ever been a Mike champion? Since Mike Katz. I mean, that guy's... He never won the Olympia, but I'm just saying, I mean, it would be neat if there was a Mike. Anyway, pay homage to Mike Katz, the big cat. But yes, obviously, Mike Sommerfeld, being the Arnold Classic champion and runner-up to Chris Bumstead last year, he will in fact be in my top 10 prediction. Where he will land, I guess you'll have to wait and see. Unless you want to fast forward it. Now let us go down this list. No ers. He'll be featured on another list. You know what I mean? Oh, Justin Baderina. He's pretty good. Now, I don't know if he's top 10 worthy. I believe he got 14th at last year's Mr. Olympia. He won the Hurricane Pro, by the way, if you want to think of this as a think piece. Look at that front lat spread. Unfortunately, it is not a mandatory shot in this division, I do believe. It's not. Now let's go down the list here. Yummy. These guys are all great. Like I said, nothing to take away from them. Or taking nothing away from them. Competitor number 11 on this list. This guy. He could win the Olympia. Ramon Dino, the dinosaur himself. What did he get? 4th at the Olympia? Well, how did he qualify? Oh, he won it was the Brazil, something, I don't know if it was the Brazil Pro. I'm not exactly sure the name of it. You guys let me know in the comment section below. What show was this that Ramon won? It's a little guessing game for you. I know what it is. I want you guys to tell me. Now, the next gentleman, I believe, will be into the at least top 13, I guess, is Jose Munez. I believe his full name is Manuel Munez. This guy, he placed a couple of second places, but they were against a excellent bodybuilder who we will see in just a minute. But this guy's good. He did win, I forget what it was called, the nutrition something cup, something or other. Something yummy, I can imagine. But yes, he did place second twice, and I do take all that into consideration, but like I said, it was against the same man, and we will see him in just a second. Now, for the next gentleman, we are going to have to skip a lot of these guys, unfortunately, so look down, look way down to the bottom of the list. Matthew Grego. He is awesome. Look for him to crack that. Well, like I said, we're going to give you my prediction, so we don't need to spill the beans. On Mr. Matt Grego. He won the Detroit Pro. He placed in the top 10 last year at the Olympia. Now go over to the other side and zoom down to number 36, Terrence Ruffin. He did not compete at last year's Olympia, so a lot of people are overlooking him, I believe, heading into the Olympia. He won the New York Pro, he won the Pittsburgh Pro, and that was where Jose Manuel Munez, Jose Ma, placed second, and that's who he placed second to. And it was a tight competition both times, and considering how good Terrence Ruffin is, I mean, this is a sleeper hit. Will he be my number one? Who knows? Who knows? Next gentleman, peruse down the list. Ooh, 43, Chen Kang. He is awesome. He did compete at last year's Olympia, did not place very well. 16th or less, or what have you. But I believe that this will be the year of Kang. That's a cool name, too. He won the Toronto Pro and the China Pro. So he's won 2 shows. And yes, I can count. I'll go down the list. Wild Burger I was going to put on the list. It's a pretty tight race. And 48 as well. I have to mention him at least. Horse MD. Good old Clydesdale. Used to be much bigger. He originally started in Classic. Then he went to Open. Then he bounced back to Classic. Pick a division. Wow. With no disrespect, of course. Go down the list a little bit here. Number 53. Ooh, I like this guy. Niall Darwin. Might have got his name incorrectly. This guy's physique is fantastic. Look at the lats. Look at the V-taper. Look at the quads. It is going out on a limb just slightly to put this guy in my... he is in my top 13. Obviously, I put him in there. But we will see in my predictions how high this guy can go. Now go down the list, and this guy he's a good old favorite of everybody's. Alex Cambronero. I highly doubt that he will be in the situation of a first call-out, but this guy's been around for a long time. He's competed at many, many Olympias. Isn't he an Arnold Classic champion as well? I believe he is. I believe he won the Arnold Classic. Men's Classic at one point. Or division at one point in time. So this could be his last dance. And that's not what I'm saying. Just saying he's no spring chicken. And it could very well be his last Olympia. Fabian Mayer. Another favorite. And another guy that just... he doesn't have the impact that he once had. Old Fabian. He once beat Ramon Dino. I remember a long time ago. He won the Austrian Oak Classic, I believe. Good tall bodybuilder, though, if you like tall classic physique division competitors. Now, the third to last guy on the list, but last on my list, Logan Franklin. And like I said, all these other bodybuilders that I didn't mention prove me wrong. Get into that first call out. But Logan Franklin, he did win a show. Fantastic Florida Flex Fest, something or other. It was the Florida Pro. But more than that, it was his second prize that he took home at the Arnold Classic this year. He really shined at that event. So placing second compared to your competition, or depending on your competition, can be more impressive than a first prize. And that's it, guys. That's your 13 bodybuilders that I have considered for a top 10. And now let's get down to the fun part. My top 10 bodybuilders, beginning with number 10, Justin Baturina. And if he does place 10th, this would be a much better placing than last year. Keep in mind, he placed 14th last year's Mr. Olympia event. But let's not waste too much time. Number 9, I have Chen Kang. And we just went through all of these gentlemen. So let's scurry along. In 8th place, I have Niall Darwin. Great physique. It's going out on a little bit of a limb, predicting him in the top 10. But what the heck. Number 7, 7th place, I have Jose Ma. This guy, he could get in there. He really could. But as of now, I see him in 7th. In 6th place is Matt Grego. Matt Grego, right underneath Jose Ma. That will be a good little matchup for sure. And now we get into the nitty-gritty. Number 5, Logan Franklin. I am sure there is a small percentage of folks that will pick Logan Franklin to win the Olympia. It's anybody's ball game. Keep that in mind. Number 4, Terrence Ruffin. Terrence Ruffin, I predict, in 4th place at this year's Mr. Olympia. Another guy. Keep in mind, he wasn't there last year to remind us how good he is. He could win the Mr. O. In 3rd place, Michael Daboul. I bet you some of you guys didn't even think I had him in the top 10. Michael Dabble, I think it's his time. I think he's going to come in looking at his all-time best. He's going to be posing better than ever before. Come on, Michael. Prove me right. And this is your top two. Could it be anybody else but Mike Sommerfeld and Ramon Dino? This is going to be one historic event. Of course, we should not forget that there is 3 huge names not competing at this Olympia. Of course, Chris Bumstead, he's retired. Urs Kalasinski, he went up to the men's open. And Wesley Vissers, he just did not have a good year, did he? He really didn't. He really didn't. So let us hope for the return of, what the heck, maybe all 3 of those guys next year. You never know. You never know which way the wind will turn. But I predict Mike Sommerfeld to win this event. And Ramon Dino in second. I'm sure that is a safe bet. I don't always go the safe way, the safe route. But I think this year it is going to be Mike Sommerfeld's time. I've been rooting for this guy's physique for quite some time now. I believe in last year's Olympia predictions, I did not predict him to win, but I said something good about him. I can't remember. I'll have to go back and watch that one. Anyway, folks, that is my prediction video. My final prediction list for the men's open. That'll be somewhere before the Olympia, a couple of days before. And it'll just simply be a top 10, just like this one. Hit thumbs up, subscribe. Have a nice one.